Good morning. It's day 7. Today's devotional is a little bit different. My son was having a really difficult time, and I actually specifically wrote this devotional for him where he was. But you know what? I'm feeling like we need to go ahead and just move forward with it. It's a little bit longer, so just bear with me. 2 Corinthians 4 verses 8 and 9 says, "We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed." So Paul wrote this, and he wasn't writing this from a place of comfort. He was being beaten. He was imprisoned. He'd been shipwrecked. He was hunted. He wasn't describing a bad week or a bad day. He was describing a life that looked from the outside like it's falling apart at every seam. And right in the middle of it all, he made this distinction that just changed everything. That being hard pressed is not the same thing as being crushed. So right now in your life, everything may be falling all apart for you. You don't have money. You don't know how you're going to eat. You don't know how you're going to feed your children. Maybe you're in some legal trouble and you got a DUI. You can't make your AA classes because you're going through a divorce and you have to provide for your child. Whatever it might be, your world's falling apart and everything is just grim and it's pressing in on you. It's crashing down. And nobody can blame you for feeling the despair that you might be feeling. But take joy in this, that the God that created you, He will hold you up when everything else in your world is crashing, just crashing down and falling apart. This is the whole point. See, Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." He doesn't back away from this moment in your life. He moves toward it. Boy, that's good news. He's not watching from a distance. He's right here. He's closer to you in this dark place in your life. He's closer to you than He has ever been. He's closer to you than when you think everything's fine and you don't need Him. So here's what we know about the God that we've been studying together. He's provider. He fed 2 million people in a desert when there was no grocery store in sight. He's the sovereign God. He showed up as the fourth man in a fiery furnace that should have killed 3. He's the God of second chances who took a murderer named Paul and made him the most influential writer in the New Testament. He's never once looked at an impossible situation and had nothing left to offer. And He's not going to start with yours. The requirements feel impossible right now because on your own, they are impossible. Isaiah 43 verse 2 says, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze." He didn't say He'd drain the river or He'd put out the fire. He said He would be with you. You may have doors that close left and right. You've lost your job. Maybe you're an alcoholic. You're trying to give up drinking. But this God that's pursuing your sobriety, He's not stopped by scheduling problems. He's not stopped by a job loss. He's not stopped by monies. He's in your car every day when you drive to work. He's in the quiet right before your shift starts. He's available every moment of every day. And you may be grinding 6, 7 days a week. Nobody can prevent your access to Him. And your children. I don't know what's going on in your life, but if you're a father or you're a mother and you're fighting to get out of this dark place. You're fighting through the consequences that you brought on yourself. That's a man or that's a woman that's not walking away. And I know that God feels distant. But that's not the end of the story. Lamentations 3:22 and 23 says, because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They're new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. It's new this morning. Not when the bills are paid. Not when your legal battle is resolved. Not when your marriage is restored, or not. This morning, now. In the darkness, in the hard time, when everything's caving in. You're hard pressed, but you're not crushed. And the reason you're not crushed has nothing to do with how strong you are. It has everything to do with who's standing with you in this. He's not going anywhere. So what's one thing that you can trust God with today that you've been trying to carry yourself? Hope that helps. Stay blessed by the best. We'll see you tomorrow.